Hello students, topic for today's discussion is pelvic diaphragm. Pelvic diaphragm is a muscular partition which slung like a hammock and it separates the pelvic cavity from the perineum. It consists of two muscles enclosed in two fascia. The muscles are levator ani and coccygeus, which are covered by the superior and inferior fascia of pelvic diaphragm. Morphologically, these muscles they form a single entity and consist of three parts. These are pubococcygeus, iliococcygeus, and ischio-coccygeus. The levator ani it consists of two parts, the iliococcygeus and pubococcygeus muscles. Both the parts they arise from the pelvic surface of body of pubis, white line of pelvic fascia, and pelvic surface of ischial spine. The iliococcygeus muscle it arises from the posterior half of white line and pelvic surface of ischial spine. The fibers of iliococcygeus muscle runs downwards, backwards and medially and inserts onto the sides of lower segments of coccyx and anococcygeal raphe. This anococcygeal raphe it extends from the anorectal junction to the tip of coccyx. The anococcygeal raphe is a musculofibrous structure which is formed by presacral fascia, tendinous plate of pubococcygeus muscle, muscular raphe of iliococcygeus muscle, and superficial fibers of sphincter ani externus muscle. The pubococcygeus muscle rises from the body of pubis and anterior part of white line. The muscle fibers they run downwards, backwards and medially, and the muscle is divided into four parts on the basis of insertion of the fibers. The first part is pubococcygeus proper. These are the most posterior fibers of the muscle which overlaps the iliococcygeus muscle, and finally these fibers inserts onto the tip of coccyx and anococcygeal raphe. The puborectalis fibers they wind around the posterior aspect of anorectal junction, and these fibers continues with the similar fibers of opposite sides, forming the U-shaped puborectal sling. Some fibers of puborectalis blends with the sphincter ani externus and forms a component of anorectal ring puboanalis. Some fibers of pubococcygeus inserts to the wall of anal canal in between the sphincter ani externus and sphincter ani internus. These fibers blend with the longitudinal muscle fibers of rectum, pubovaginalis or pubovesicalis. These are the most anterior fibers of pubococcygeus muscle. These fibers run by the sides of prostate in males and by the sides of vagina in females. And finally, these fibers inserts onto the perineal body. Perineal body is a pyramidal fibromuscular node which lies in between the anal canal and vaginal orifice in females, and it lies in between the anal canal and urethral orifice in males. The apex of perineal body gives attachment to lower end of rectovesical fascia. The perineal body gives attachment to perineal muscles in three stratas. In the deeper strata, it gives attachment to levator ani muscle on both sides. The intermediate strata gives attachment to muscles of deep perineal pouch. These are the sphincter urethrae and transverse perineae profundus, and it gives attachment to deep part of external anal sphincter. The superficial strata gives attachment to bulbospongiasis, transverse perineae superficialis, and superficial part of external anal sphincter. Coccygeus. It is a triangular muscle and is also named as ischio-coccygeus as it arises from the ischium and inserts to the coccyx. The muscle arises by its apex from the ischial spine and sacrospinous ligament. The muscle goes backwards, medially and downwards and inserts by its base to the sides of upper segment of coccyx and last piece of sacrum. Most of posterior fibers degenerate to form sacrospinous ligament. The pelvic diaphragm presents some openings, hiatus urogenitalis. The hiatus urogenitalis is the triangular gap between the anterior-most fibers of levator ani muscle. It transmits only urethra in males, whereas in females, urethra and vagina passes through hiatus urogenitalis. Posterior to hiatus urogenitalis, one rounded aperture is seen named as hiatus rectalis. This hiatus rectalis transmits the anorectal junction. Sometimes the fibers of levator ani muscle fails to arise from the obturator fascia, and the gap thus formed between the obturator fascia and pelvic fascia forms the hiatus of Schwalbe. This is an abnormal opening. This gap may herniate the pelvic viscera into the corresponding ischiorectal fossa. The muscles of pelvic diaphragm are supplied by sacral segments of spinal nerves. The posterior part of levator ani muscle is supplied by S4 nerve, whereas anterior part is supplied by S2 and S3 nerves via the peroneal nerve. The coccyx muscle is supplied by S4 and S5 spinal nerves. Functions of pelvic diaphragm. The pelvic diaphragm provides the support to pelvic viscera and counteract the downward thrust of diaphragm during the increased intra-abdominal pressure. In males, the anterior fibers of levator ani elevates the prostate gland and known as levator prostate. In females, the anterior fibers constricts the vagina and act as sphincter vaginae and prevents the downward displacement of uterus through vaginal canal. During defecation, the puborectal sling brings the rectum in line to the anal canal and forms a straight tube. At the same time, the puboanalis muscle it elevates the anus and helps in the process of defecation. During parturition, the puborectal sling allows the forward rotation of fetal head in the birth canal. Episiotomy is an incision made in the perineum to enlarge the vaginal opening during childbirth. It is very commonly given in women who are giving birth to a baby for the first time. It is given to ease the delivery of fetus and to avoid the tearing of perineum, which may lead to prolapse of pelvic viscera. The episiotomy or the incision is frequently given in the posterior vaginal wall. The incisions are of two types. The median incision, which starts posteriorly at the frenulum, but it should not reach the external anal sphincter. The mediolateral episiotomy, because of the possibility of involvement of external anal sphincter, which may lead to anal incontinency, the mediolateral episiotomy is preferred.